Yo, so guys, welcome back. And in this video, I will be going over a fishing trip I went on a few weeks ago. My auntie and uncle that are from the States visiting Hawaii invited me on a fishing charter they booked out in Lahaina. So for me, the adventure actually begins the day before the scheduled charter. I worked my regular shift, and then afterwards I got on the ferry at 5:30 to be in Lahaina so that we could depart on the charter at 1 a.m. So at 1 a.m. we met up with Captain Fuzzy and Andy from the Die Hard Sports Fishing charter, and they gave us a rundown on what's been happening with the fish, bites and all that other stuff. After they got the boat prepped and us loaded up, we began our 4-hour trip to the location they wanted to fish. So once we got there, the sun was starting to come out. It started to get lighter. Andy, the deckhand, gave us a rundown exactly what was gonna happen. Now, it's a fishing charter, so I thought if they caught a fish while trolling, they'd put us in the fighting chair, put the pole in, the fighting chair, and we'd fight it that way. But instead, they handed us fighting belt, and we would, whatever we caught, trolling, live bait, whatever, we would be fighting standing up, regardless of what it was. So that was a interesting curveball, and I didn't mind. It made it a lot more fun for sure. So shortly after giving us the instructions, maybe about 10 minutes later, we were trolling. They told us what to look for, and boom, the first pole goes off.
On the next one, you'll want to get your bill a little bit tighter. That's it, that's now. Yeah, but to continue doing it standing up, that would be ideal.
Lift up, drop down and crank. Lift up, drop down and crank. Lift your tip up, drop down and crank. You gotta drop your tips. Lift up, drop down and crank. You're gonna kill yourself all day long. You just do that.
Nice.
Oh. Get away.
Nice one, Uncle. So that was my Uncle Phil bringing up the first fish of the trip, and that was a really beautiful ono. Afterwards, set out new lures, and boom, both poles go off. We got 2 mahis. So with that, the double mahi, I wasn't able to get it on film because I was actually fighting one mahi and my dad was fighting the other. I handed the camera to my auntie, but it was my fault. I forgot to put it on video setting, and instead it just took a bunch of random pictures. So after those mahis, you still could see a lot of mahis swimming alongside the boat. Did several more passes. The fish just shut down. They just stopped biting. We actually had maybe another hit, kind of came off the hook because we were too slow. So with that said, they changed up the game plan, pulled up all the lures, and then they set out 2 live baits, did a slow troll around the area. So as we were slow trolling, I was actually trying to do an interview of, what the fish we caught and all that. And a pole goes off. Alright guys, so far we got 3 fish on board. We got 2 mahis and 1 ono.
Hey, we got fish.
Oh, grab 2 hands. Yep.
Slow lift. Drop down, crank back. Lean into the bottom like Andy said. Chibi.
Think so.
Nice one.
Once again, that was my Uncle Phil up on the rod, and he brought up that awesome shibi. So once we got the shibi on ice, they rigged up another live bait, set it out. Boom, we got a massive strike.
Yeah, I'll take that.
See it, Dad? Dad is bring it up here. A big coat.
Mitchell McDonald.
You think I want a big stick up?
Get that coast, bro.
Oh, he's on.
No, it's still there. If we get this fish up to the boat, you guys are gonna want to give me some room. Because if this really is a mako, this thing could be kind of sketchy.
Yeah. Amigo.
Arm. Left arm. Really looks oh, he's taking line. Wanna take over, Phil?
Here, somebody crank this. If you like. Getting
Now,
maybe a tuna, I don't know. I just saw the truck jump. That was a shark. Sorry, guys.
no worries.
So the funny thing about that hit was Captain Fuzzy and Andy were going back and forth talking about how interesting it was that the fish just shut down. You could like I said, you could see mahis chilling next to the boat, but they wouldn't bite fish. There was birds all around kind of tripping out, and then you just saw this massive explosion, and it was a freaking mako shark. So I was fighting a mako shark. I've never fought a mako shark before, let alone straight up. So the thing kicked my butt, but it was fun. At first it was running straight in, so I was like, are you sure it's on? Like, I feel something, but it's not heavy like a shark should be. And then it decided to like go straight down. I went from like 3/4 spool full of line to like almost nearly empty in like matter of seconds. That was fun though. So we continued with the live bait. Even though the bite was on the slower end, it was still biting. Again, did a couple more passes and boom, another pole goes off.
Go. Get him in the chair. Get him in the chair.
Come over, up in the chair. Break it.
Oh. We brought up another sheebie, and this time it was my dad up on the rod. Once again, we got it up on ice, had a couple more poles out. Boom, another strike.
Ah! I got the line. Don't forget the guideline. I got you. Somebody get that rod out of the way. There, that's up. That's up.
Still not guiding the line.
Shark, get down. Reel. Shark. No, the shark's right behind your fish.
So this time around, Uncle Phil asked to sit in the fighting chair and fight it that way. He had better control over the fish, brought it in a lot slower, and oceanic white tip actually ended up getting that sheebie. So all that action happened in 45 minutes. Note, it took about 4 hours to drive to the spot, then 45 minutes for all that action, and then everything died. So we did a slow troll all the way back into the harbor, and on the way back we got double strikes.
Somebody cranking this one in?
Once again, Uncle Phil fought his mahi in the fighting chair, brought it up. Wasn't the biggest, still a mahi. And then right after he brought his up, Andy unhooked it. Uncle Phil jumped out. Dad got into the fighting chair. We secured both mahis. So at the end of the day, we had 1 ono, 4 mahis, 3 shibis. It was a nice haul. Captain Fuzzy kind enough to give us pretty much half of it, all the fish. Alright. Got a nice ono.
Oh, that's good. Hold the tail.
That's not what you just with the lure.
Holding my fish. Alright, so this is our catch. Nice ono, a couple mahis. I got the bull. And then 2 shibi. I also got 1 shibi eaten. And also, I lost a miko. Eat. Die Hard Fishing. Check them out, guys. Die Hard Fishing. So Captain Fuzzy gave us a few of the fish for us to take home and make sashimi. That was really nice. It's been a while since I had ono sashimi that I caught. All in all, even with just 1 of those fish, it would have been an epic day, but we had 7 fish, so it was truly an epic day. I wanted to send out a huge shout out to my aunt and uncle for inviting me on that fishing trip. I don't get to hang out with my aunt, uncle, and my dad too often nowadays, just because I'm always busy with work. So it really means a lot that I got to hang out with family. Also, I wanted to send a huge shout out to Captain Fuzzy and Andy for having us aboard their Die Hard sports fishing charter. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, really helps me out. And leave a comment on, of all the fish, including the one I didn't get, the mako shark, which one's your favorite? For me, personally, I like the ono. Leave a comment on which one would have been your favorite to eat. Oh, and also guys, if you're interested in that 'tis the season Venture Wetsuits dry fit hoodie I was wearing, go ahead and go down to the description box, click on the Venture Wetsuits link and order one for yourself. Also, if you do purchase the dry fit hoodie, feel free to use my discount code ToonLife and it'll save you 5% of all your purchases. Anyway guys, thank you again so much for all your support and I'll see you guys in the next video. Shoots.